He's back. Oh, Curly Daddy did it. Let's see what Curly had to say. Shout out to Curly Daddy. Carson's back. We've talked about Carson a lot on this channel. Carson's one of those situations that really bothers me a lot because Carson was 19 years old. I did the whole thing on it. You could look it up. But Carson was 19 years old talking to a 17-year-old. Now, obviously, it wasn't just talking. They were engaging in a online sexual relationship. But often the problem I have with it is that on Keemstar's page, he was like, "Oh, Carson is talking to minors," right? The first thing you think of that was you think of like a 30 and when you see minors talking to an adult, you go, "Oh, it's a 30-year-old talking to like a fucking 13-year-old." You're like, "Oh, that's bad." But Keemstar knew the ages were a 2-year gap, right? It's 19 and 17, which is like, okay, that's completely fine. It's a 2-year age gap. Right, a 4-year age gap is gross. Like if it was 19 talking to a 15-year-old, I'd be like, okay, this is gross. But we're talking about a 19 and a 17-year-old. And he kept pushing with the narrative, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, Carson's a bad guy. He was talking to an underage person." And then after that was debunked, this is called shifting the goalposts. All of a sudden, now the problem is, it's like, "Oh my God, Carson, power dynamic. He's using a power dynamic. So, he can't talk to his fans. They're super fans, and they're easily manipulated." It's not really that simple. The existence of power dynamics do create opportunities for abuse of power dynamics, right? Like, for instance, a boss dating one of their subordinates, or somebody with more money dating somebody with less money, for sure. Right? It's you can those situations can lead to an abuse, but it doesn't mean that they're inherently going to happen. Carson being popular and dating a fan doesn't mean that he has like this end all be all like a manipulation tactic over it. The way that it would become abuse of a situation is if he leveraged the platform against her. So if he was like, "Oh, I will do something for you or take something away from you if you will engage with me," then yes, that would have been like an abuse of the power dynamic. If he would said that he would use his platform to do those things. But he never did. He was just being really cringy with her. Now, he was apologetic to his friends because, like, I'm assuming because he's a kid that's actually thinks that, like, Twitter is correct and intelligent. And yeah, people would see this 2-year age gap as so terrible and predatory, but it's not. Right? People also will say, like, "Well, yeah, but he sent pictures. That's illegal." It is technically illegal, but don't you think it's weird that it's perfectly legal for a 19 and 17-year-old to sleep together, but like somehow you're going to shame him legally for getting pictures from her? Like, I said, sure, it's inappropriate, but like it's legal for them to sleep together, but all of a sudden the pictures, which is not as intense as sleeping together, is somehow worse to you. The logic is so off base. If that's so it's crazy. Now, apparently Curly Daddy has a different opinion, so we'll see that. I was just going to watch just to see if there was any information, but let's see what Curly says then. My point is, though, is he's back. So, yay!
So the whole CallMeCarson crap show has been a crap show, to say the least. And like everybody's fighting online. There's like one side that's like, "Hey, the situation that happened in which he contacted to be fair, an underage girl and used his power to groom her is wrong."
Well, he didn't groom her. People don't seem to know what grooming is. Grooming is like a manipulation tactic where you try to encourage or you try to get some control over that person. Like, you'll usually drive wedges between relationships and you'll try to get that person dependent on you in some capacity, physically, emotionally, financially dependent. You know, we saw EDP try to drive a wedge between the 13-year-old plant and like the person's parents, you know, because it was a decoy. That's like a form of grooming. You know, you see Joe Rope try to drive like wedges between like friendships so that they'll isolate the person. The whole objective is to isolate the person and get them dependent. Nothing was ever suggested or shown to be like that in the DMs that we looked at, which I looked at a while ago.
And it's a bad thing. And then the other side is like, "Well, it's only 2 years. It doesn't matter." And the two sides just keep fighting each other. And it doesn't seem like it's ever going to end. What's my take on it?
So somebody said like one of the problems is that there are pictures of the girl. So there is the problem is that there are underage pictures of her that can be exposed online. First and foremost, so what you're saying is that because somebody gets underage pictures or gets pictures, and fundamentally the underage doesn't matter, because somebody gets a picture, that means that that person is going to expose it. Right? Do I think it's gross? For sure. Again, it's legal for them to sleep together, so I find it weird that it's illegal for them to send pictures to each other. what I will say is, like, you can't just assume Carson is going to start showing everybody. If he did that, then, like, yeah, that's definitely wrong. But he never did that. So you're just saying that because those pictures can get shown online, that means that Carson is going to show them online. And now you're engaging in, like, you're the removal of a due process. You're saying that he's guilty before he's innocent, but it's innocent until proven guilty. You have to understand that thing. You just can't assume the worst.
If you were ever in possession, and you yourself are an adult, of the explicit pictures of an underage girl, then you are in the wrong. Sorry. But enough about my thoughts about it.
Well, my thing is though, it would be good if Curly said the ages of them, because you're engaging in a manipulation tactic if you just use the word minor and adult without referring to their specific ages, whether you're doing it intentionally or not, because you're not giving full context, and that makes me assume that you have a particular narrative about the way that you feel about the situation. So if you don't have like the if you're not going to be like, yeah, 19 and 17. Or he might have said that earlier. Did I miss that? Am I just being stupid? I just don't like the morally loading of like, oh, it was technically a minor type of a thing.
After all the situation that happened with CallMeCarson, y'all know what happened. It's very complicated, very
not that complicated.
Sad.
Oh, he just said it's to your age gap, then that's my fault for like just fucking rambling and not like, paying enough attention. So my bad. But that's like a general prescription. Like so for Keemstar, that would be a reasonable complaint.
Apparently he's back. Apparently he came back. He came back on a Twitch streamer who's called...
I think Mizkif. Is that what it is?
Mizkif.
What's up, baby?
I don't know who he is. He actually low-key annoys me. He has an annoying and very punchable face.
Well, I can't disagree with Curly on that one. Huh?
But apparently he came back. So we'll watch Carson's first appearance in public.
Damn, how fast does he watch it? Because it's 8 minutes long, and this video is only 4 minutes long.
Damn, this is the nicest merch I ever seen.
Shut the frick up.
Whoa! Hey, stop staring at my boxes. If you're not subscribed, there's so many people not subscribed. You guys subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Uh-oh.
My merch is on sale right now. If you would like...
What a weird way to come back regardless.
Look at it.
Wait, who's that? Get back here! Get back here! Get back here!
How did this conversation go? Hey, Carson, do you want to come back and promote my merch as you're coming back? That just seems like the wrong comeback in general.
So, from the looks of it, it looks like he wasn't meant to make an appearance on this stream. He was simply just innocently looking for the bathroom. And then he came in, and we saw that. They seemed kind of embarrassed, so that's very telling that people were really supposed to know. It might be fake, though.
I'm pretty sure it's fake. There's no way that Carson was like just conveniently there and like happened to run in with the merch on and then plug the merch. What a dumb way to come back. Like if I was me coming back, like you would either like be like, hey, I mean, either say nothing at all and just get back to business or address the situation in some capacity. But Carson, just
I will admit,
run through the door with a dumb fucking shirt on.
That might be fake, bro.
That's what I told him. Like, dude, no one cares. That was a whole year of no sighting. That we just saw. That was literally like you're playing Pokemon Snap and you just saw Mew for the first time.
I have no idea what he's
That
saying.
was the most random thing you could have expected to come through that door. Twitter's freaking out right now. Make sure when they're freaking out, they're talking about my merch. That's probably why they're freaking out.
It's really interesting because I remember watching Mizkif on like Ethan. They talked and like it was very bizarre. He was like, Ethan, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. And then like he didn't even know that Ethan had moved to California. It was weird. He didn't even. I don't even think he knew like Ethan was Jewish or something. I forget the specifics. This was a while when I was watching it. But Mizkif is the kind of person that seems very interested in like plugging and like honestly like making money rather and like having transactional relationships than actually having like genuine ones, which makes sense as to why the first appearance of Carson would be to plug his merch.
It's a real piece of shit for having Carson over after what happened with Schlatt. Schlatt said it's fine. Find out if we already asked. Nice try. Oh my god. It's at the top of live stream fails in 19 minutes. Wait, this guy called me a marketing genius. Thank you. I had no idea this was happening until literally last night. Maya, she's like, Matt, Carson's coming over. I'm like, huh? She's like, yeah.
Yeah, seems fake. Seems like he was trying to promote his merch. But hey, his first public appearance. He's dead. I think Carson's definitely testing the waters to see if he can make a little comeback. Do we want him to come back? I don't know. I guess that's up to you guys. Me personally, I never watched him. I never will watch him. And some fishy stuff happened with the situation that happened, I guess, what was it, a year ago? So, hey, if he comes back, he comes back. Not a lot we can do about it. He's not banned from anywhere. I guess my message would just be, do make sure you stay safe on the internet, ladies and gentlemen. Because remember, Curly Daddy 101 cares about you. Okay? Also, CallMeCarson, we saw from that video, is balding very bad. Thank you so much for watching this video. So the whole CallMeCarson crap show has been a crap show, to say the least. And like everybody's fighting online. There's like one side that's like, hey, the situation that happened in which he contacted to be fair, an underage girl and used his power to groom her is wrong and it's a bad thing. And then the other side is like, well, it's only 2 years, it doesn't matter. And the two sides just.
Oh, yeah, okay, he just said that. Wait, so what happens in the actual video? So Carson visits me. This is from like a couple days ago. What actually happens?
Damn, this is the nicest merch I ever seen.
Oh, top of the world! Hey, stop staring at my boxes. If you're not subscribed, there's so many people not subscribed. You gotta subscribe. Thanks for watching.
My merch is on sale right now. If you would like.
What the fuck?
Oh, wrong room. Is this the bathroom? Where's the bathroom?
The bathroom's down the hall. Look at.
Wait, who's that? Get back here! Get back here! Wait, get back here! The bathroom's down the hall, past the elevator.
I mean, like, yeah, this is obviously set up for a fucking reason. I mean, they did a merch plug.
Look at her go!
Bring him back? Dude, he's so scared. Oh. Oh.
You ruined it.
Bring him back, please. That's what I told him. Like, dude, no one cares. That was a whole year of no sighting. We just saw. That was literally like you're playing Pokemon Snap and you just saw Mew.
I'm just gonna double the speed because I just feel like it's gonna be a big nothing.
Random thing you could expect to come to that door. Twitter's freaking out right now. Make sure when they're freaking out, they're talking about my merch. That's probably why they're freaking out. It's a real piece of shit for having Carson over after what happened with Schlatt. Schlatt said it's fine.
Dude, Slat's reaction was such bullshit. I watched it. It was just like so dumb. It was just like, oh, Carson's bad, but like nobody acknowledged the actual like 2-year age gap. Everybody was just really just trying to protect their own fucking ass.
Oh my god. It's at the top of livestream fails in 19 minutes. Wait, this guy called me a marketing genius. Thank you. I had no idea this was happening until literally last night. She's like, Matt, Carson's coming over. I'm like, ah? She's like, yeah, I asked Schlatt and Schlatt doesn't give a shit. And I'm like, all right, sure. Probably they're drinking. So I'm like,
why would it matter what Schlatt has to say? That's so weird. Like, who gives a fuck? That's just such a weird thing. It's like, well, oh, well, Schlatt, what does it matter what Schlatt thinks about it? Like, he's not correct about it, so it doesn't really matter. What?
Oh my god. That's a first reply. It's crazy you can talk shit about me, but when I talk back, you all of a sudden do this. Hold up. We got some new intel. I don't know if this makes sense, but Mizkif looks like earwax. This isn't even me being mean. I just don't know how to explain it. He's just earwax. That's a fair assessment. I can't really get mad at that one. Going back to watching Josh. Fuck my Mizkif. Yo, merch is live here. Yo, he's live. Dude. You see what I mean? Like, what do you want me to say? Like, I don't even know what to do. I can't care. I can't care. It's like 8 people.
Am I getting canceled? I genuinely can't tell. Like, I went on Twitter, and I tried to read it, and it's just so many slashes and lowercase and acronyms I actually don't know.
Hey. Remember when Slantis said that Schlatt didn't deserve Jambo? I'm starting to get why, but only this time is that Mizkif doesn't deserve Chompy or Dito. Hey.
It's so weird. Like, she has to watch a lot of you to know that.
Schlatt doesn't even live in his house, so him saying it's fine wherever to Carson over probably doesn't affect him. He isn't there, as I know of. He probably doesn't give a shit. He literally doesn't give a shit. My ass multiple times.
It's so parasocial, man. That's so.
Why is it like the volume dump? This is weird. This is so bizarre, bro.
So strange.
It honestly just sounded like he didn't want to try telling Miz what to do. Sophia, were you there?
My thing is he gonna address the actual situation here, or is he just gonna keep saying who cares?
there? Boys be boys. You want a hoodie? You can have the original.
Is this the original?
That's the first ever hoodie of them all.
Is it XL?
I think it'll fit. Try it on yourself. We'll see.
I'm a big guy. I don't know if it fits.
The chat hates you.
What?
The chat hates you.
I wouldn't worry about it. It happens.
Does it fit?
I don't.
I think it looks pretty good.
It kind of fits.
Chat, what do you think? They didn't believe it was you.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they didn't think it was you. They're like, who is that guy? No, it's not Fitz. It's Carson.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think this fits. Do you have like an actual XL?
You know what? I do. When do you finish an 8-ball tournament?
I already did. What? I don't want that.
Me neither. No, about this one.
What's that one? Large? Yeah, that's not gonna fit, man. I'm a big boy. Put on some pounds in the last 8 months. Well, you're tiny, bro. Wait, I actually haven't studied it. Look at this.
Get Carson to do your YouTube intro? Are you fucking serious?
Okay, this is kind of fucking
Wait,
boring.
he knows. Hold on. What the hell? Hi, Twitter.
Oh,
I'm happy Carson's doing better because I know that there was like a lot of mental health issues going on.
Hey guys. Yeah, I know I haven't made an appearance on stream in a very long time, but today I'm making my first appearance, and I just want to say, hey guys, it's been a while. I hope you guys are still here supporting me. I hope you guys still will enjoy the content that I put out. I'm just, I'm kind of scared right now, but we'll be back.
Jack Russell's here.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
Wait, do I go? Wait, Russell, go. Wait, don't do it.
Oh, top of the world! Hey, stop staring at my boxes. If you're not subscribed, there's so many people not subscribed. You gotta subscribe. Thanks for watching.
That was the worst one yet. That was terrible. All right. That was the worst one yet. That was
All
absolutely.
right, now that he's doing a Fortnite dance, I wish Carson never came back.
All right, now it's good.
I actually really wanted to see your room. That's the main reason I came in here.
Take a look.
My boxes.
Look at my boxes. My boxes, Donkey Kong, Russell, fucking a TV, the chat.
Dito!
Oh, dude, Dito's watching now. We got Chompy.
Dito, stop looking at my boxes.
We got Dino, we got Chompy, we got my old food right there.
Did you know I'm a Mizkif viewer?
No, you're not.
Yeah, I do. I watch on my alt. Not my alt, but like, at the secret account.
So do you like hate watch or something?
No, I love your stream.
No, you don't.
I genuinely love your stream, dude.
Dude, usually I donate $3 and I say, fuck you, L nerd.
Yeah, well, $5 donation, so you can't. I don't
Oh,
see it anyway.
wait, are you serious?
Yeah, so I think that's a lie.
Oh my god.
You watch my streams?
No, they're great.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what did I do yesterday?
Joking.
Jack, you watch
You've
it.
been doing that for a while. It's really sad.
It is. It's pathetic.
Yeah,
like
he doesn't
really
hang out with his
sad.
friends. Like,
Yeah.
he'd rather do jump king than hang out with his friends.
That's right. I didn't know you were coming here. I'm just like, you know what? I was gonna play jump
I
again.
literally told you.
Yeah, 5 in the morning. She's like, yo, by the way, he's coming over. I'm like, that's fine with me.
This does kind of fit me.
Okay, so he knew that he was coming over. Okay.
I think we're good.
Oh, fine. Oh, good. It's Mizkif.tv shirt.
He's right, chat.
Okay, I'm gonna leave before people die. Can I say hi to Digo, actually?
Yeah, you can do that. I'll allow it.
Oh, he's so soft.
You guys going out?
I don't know, man. We have no plans because my friend's car got in a wreck this morning, so we're just not doing anything.
Not really.
But yeah, thanks for the shirt or whatever.
Thank you. For viewers like you. Chat, I don't have fans over often, okay? It's a big deal. It's a big deal.
Also, people are gonna put this on YouTube or something, so I'm sure you will too. I'll be back soon, like real soon. Later.
Oh, okay.
Bye, Carson. Bye,
Oh,
Carson.
I'm sorry, I stepped on your blankie.
No, it's okay. That's Connor.
Okay.
Blanket.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, you have 4 Connor?
Oh,
That's his blanket.
that Connor.
Yeah.
Love you, Twitter.
He knows.
You know, all I really have to say to that is that I was so caught up in defending Carson for being innocent that I never considered whether I thought he was incredibly cringy.